Now we're going to try the Crossroads. This is a great little spread for working a moral dilemma. Let's say you've got a character who has to make a choice. They're weighing the possible options and the consequences of each. It starts with the nature of the decision to be made. What is making the decision difficult? The consequences of avoiding the decision, the nature of the obvious path, the consequences of taking the selfish path, and the potential reward for taking the hard road. The nature of the decision to be made is the burden. The loyalty of a friend is severely tested. One may be asked to cover for a friend who has done something wrong or support that friend in an undertaking almost certain to end in disaster. So we've got a really obvious dilemma. It's somebody the character cares for, but their loyalty is in question, or they're wanting to do something that is probably not going to end well, and the character has to decide whether or not they're going to be a part of it. What's making the decision difficult is virtue. This card represents someone who acts in accordance with that which is known to be right and truth. The character's got a really strong moral compass. They know that what the friend wants to do is not right or stands the potential to not be right, and that's holding them back. The consequences of avoiding the decision altogether are the know-it-all. Someone offers advice and guidance, but their expertise may be questionable or their motives disingenuous. So if they don't make a choice here, either somebody's going to step in and advise them, but their judgment's questionable, or perhaps the character's standing as an expert in something will be called into question. The nature of the obvious path is cruelty. Someone deliberately causes physical or mental suffering, can represent an act of cruelty, the effect of such abuse, or a person with a sadistic nature. It's going to hurt the friend, and they care about the friend. It's somebody close, and it could lead them into doing it alone and definitely facing even worse consequences than they would have if you'd helped them. The consequences of taking the selfish path are the Samaritan. The kindness of souls is found in this person, one who has dedicated their life to helping others. Ties back into virtue. They care about their friend. The selfish path would be to go ahead and help them anyway, even though it's the wrong thing to do. At least you don't have to be cruel about it and tell them no. But the potential reward for taking the hard road is disguise. Someone has assumed a false identity, traveling incognito, lying about their credentials, or concealing an unsavory past. That doesn't make much sense to me. I mean, all of this so far, it's a pretty understandable little choice to make. But the reward is disguise? I don't like that. So I'm just going to throw another card on top of it. The monster. Raw, unthinking destruction, chaos made flesh. This is the boogeyman, the ripper, the source of all fears and nightmares. That doesn't make much sense as a reward either. Nor does addiction. I'm just going to throw cards here till I get one I like. The black sheep. This person has always been held in suspicion or actively shunned by others for having a legendarily bad reputation. Now, this could be the reward for taking the right path. If you do what you have to do, that what you know to be right, and hurt your friend and help prevent him from doing the wrong thing, your loyalty will now be called into question by everybody. So you become the black sheep. Your trustworthiness as a friend from this point on has a black mark on it. That's the Crossroads. And as always, if you don't like it, throw the cards back in the deck, pull it again.